She didn't let me sit down. She grabbed me by the hand, and we called on Jesus. See, one thing about it, I don't care how much of a situation you may be in. If you call on Jesus, ask the woman with the issue. If you call on Jesus, ask the man that was blind. If you call on Jesus, ask the man that was at the pool. If you call on Jesus, ask the 12 lepers. So we kept calling Jesus, kept calling on the name of Jesus. Well, I went to the doctor, and the doctor looked at me. As soon as he looked at me, he started shaking his head. Around that time, COVID was just starting. So couldn't nobody go to the doctor with me. So I was there by myself. And when I looked at him, and I saw him shaking his head at me, I immediately got scared. But I called on the name of Jesus, because my mama couldn't be there with me, and she is my leaning post. But my mama once told me, it's gonna come a time where I'm not gonna be able to pray for you. So you gotta know how to reach heaven for yourself. I called Jesus, and I said, doctor, what is it? He said, you got a large mass on your chest. It's supposed to be in infants, and by the time they reach puberty, it has supposed to be shrunk so much to the place that where it is disappeared. He said, but yours has tripled in size. He said, honestly, I don't even know why you're still standing here looking at me. I said, well, you told me your report. But can I tell you my report? Back over 2,000 years ago, there was a man that we called Jesus. And the Bible tells me he was bruised for our iniquities, and the chastisement of our peace was upon him. The Bible said he took 13 stripes down one side. 13 stripes, yeah, on the other side. And he took 13 more in his back. I said, doctor, one of them stripes was for this large mass on my chest. That's why I'm standing. He said, well, can you do me a favor? Don't sing no more till we figure it out, because it looks cancerous. I said, doctor, you mean to tell me I'm 26 years old, Bishop? We don't know how large this mass been here. I've been singing all my life. We don't know how large the mass been here, but we just not see it. So you want me to stop doing what I've been doing and what has kept me thus far? I said, I tell you what, you give me the medications and you do the surgeries, but I'm not gonna stop singing, because I know when I begin to sing, the Lord hears me on a different level. He hears my faith. He hears my cries. He hears my plea. So as long as I can, I'ma call on Jesus. Well, just a few weeks ago, my daddy went to the doctor, He went to the doctor. I'm trying not to cry, but I don't like the devil. It's my daddy. He went to the doctor, and the doctors told my daddy that he has cancer. He reached out to me and my brother, and he said, I don't know what this is going to lead to. But Bishop, I looked at my daddy, and I told my dad, if you would have called me in 2019, I would have been a little bit more scared. But the doctors told me that I had cancer. And I know what the Lord did for me. And I know that since he did it for me, he in the neighborhood. And my daddy is right next door. So we gonna believe for a full report. Well, he had surgery just a few weeks. He go back to the doctor on this week. And I'm believing that the Lord, 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 I'm believing that he gonna say no cancer, nowhere. So I'm gonna call him one more time for me. And I am expecting the Lord to go to Tuscaloosa to 3926 and lay his hands on my dad, that everything gonna dry up in the name of Jesus. Every cancer cell gotta dry up in the name. I'm believing it for Bishop. I'm believing it for Mama McKissick. I'm believing it for you, Auntie. I'm believing it for you, cuz. Bishop, I'm believing it for you too. Because when I call on the name of Jesus, I'm expecting him to do a work. He ain't gotta do it tomorrow. He ain't gotta do it next week. But he can do it right now. So is it all right if I call him one more time for me? Is it all right if I call him one more time? Every time.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and share with everyone that you know.